Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be taking the center console out of the Audi S7. I apologize about the delay in releasing a new video, but I was trying to make a video on my wife's Cadillac. The air conditioning went out on it and I'm trying to diagnose it myself and replace the parts. I apologize again for the dog in the background. He's got anxiety or something, but he barks all day. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. I have a fault for the passenger rear upper air vent. What it is, it's got a flap inside of there that won't open and close. So I'm going to go in there and take a look at it. I'm also going to show you the fault that I'm getting on the Audi A7. If you would. See if it's done. And it is not. It's still scanning. But the issue that I have is this air vent does not blow air at all. I did notice that this little thing here is broken, which makes me think that a kid might have stuck something in there. Who knows, a Lego or something like that. And it may have fallen down in there, but there is a flap down in there and I can see that it's not moving. It's just staying still, and it's pretty impressive that the car actually sends a fault to the ECU for that issue. I did have this air vent up here in the pillar, the B pillar. It was not blowing any air either, but as I'd taken it apart, I discovered that the somebody had obviously taken this section apart before. Don't know why, but it was taken apart, and whoever put it back together pinched the ductwork. So I went in, took it back apart, put it back together, and made sure that the air vents, and that one blows. It blows pretty cold, although the little clip at the top is broken. I'm gonna just order a new air vent. I think the last time I looked them up, they were like $100, which is crazy expensive. It's supposed to fit tight like this one right here. This one's nice and tight. It's also, these light up at night. Pretty sweet looking, you know. I don't understand why they have all these features in the car like this, but so yeah, I'm gonna wait for this. Let me check this out. This here, my ring light is glaring the screen. Let me turn it off. Alright, so I have 6 faults and I know about all of them. Let's see. So if you go to rear climate control, faults, there are no faults. There we are. Right rear upper body vent motor, lower limit and upper limit exceeded and not reached, and no basic setting. So I'm thinking what I need to do is go in there, go in, take the dash, the center console out, and try to open that box up and see what's broken inside of it. But I'm going to take y'all through the steps on taking the dash out. I don't know how to take it out myself. I'm going to try and learn with you guys and see how to take it out. It doesn't seem like it'd be too hard, too complicated, and I could be wrong. There's always that possibility. It probably is extremely hard looking at it. I know it's got lights and stuff running down the side and stuff. Just got to be aware of all that stuff as I'm taking it apart. Alright, you guys. Question: how many of you guys have broken this thing already? Leave in the comments, let me know. I have definitely broken that. And of course, you're gonna need 2 hands to take this thing out. Set you up, I'm sure that y'all cannot see. Alright guys, so let's get to it. First thing, and I did loosen it up before I rolled the camera, but the first thing, there's 2 clips, one here, 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 and here. But all you do is you get onto the side here, stick your little plastic tool in between, and it just sucked it back in. When you stick it back in and you pry it out, there's a reason I did it without the camera, because when the camera's rolling, nothing works out. Let me try to put this camera to where y'all can see. Alright, so I'm going to stick my little plastic trim tool on the side, and it pops out. I pull it straight back, and as you can see, these were the pry clips that we have on the side. There is a little wiring harness that runs to this, and I'm going to unplug it, set that off to the side somewhere safe. It looks like we have 2 screws, one on each side. That looks like it might be an 8mm. Alright, so it is an 8mm. I already took one out of the other side. You have one here and here. Alright, so the next thing that we do, let's see if this is it back here. Alright, so we got the air vents out. We're going to go ahead and pull this piece just straight back. And there are some electrical connectors in the back. This is the one for the air vent that I just took out. So there's these little tabs that you just twist opposite directions of each other, and you can see inside of there that flap is definitely broken. So I'm going to unplug these and see if I can take it apart. And 2 hands. Okay, and that's actually all you need to get to that part, but I promised y'all taking the center console out, so I'm going to continue to do the whole center console, even though it doesn't need it. Just doing it for helping you guys out, because I'm sure that one day somebody is going to need to take out this center console. Looks like I have an 8mm here and another one right here. So So yes, this is a 13 millimeter. That goes to remove the armrest. Put that where I'll know where it is and what it is. And looks like I'm gonna need a swivel and possibly an extension to get to those two that anchor it to the frame. Oh, it's 4 bolts, so there's one up front as well, right here. So let me take this extension and swivel off, and we're just going to use the extension for that, because you can get straight down. Alright, so on this, the aluminum piece looks like that's the part that comes out. It's not. It is actually the just the leather pops out. And let's see, just observing what we have here. That was a lot harder than I thought. Just weed that through. Okay, and you got to remove the lower AC control unit. It just pops out like that. And then do the other side, same thing. Stick it in between the vinyl and the unit. And very carefully pull out. Oh, these have got to be the worst cup holders I've ever seen in my life. I'm trying to see if there's any type of screws or anything holding. These cup holders will rip a hole in a cup in a heartbeat. Sorry, I'm not explaining much here. I'm just trying to learn myself. So, we have two, looks like 8mm bolts that are right there. And those are what's holding it in. Let's put it back in park so I don't magically end up in the street. And next, I believe we have to take this and pull it forward. Okay, so what I've learned is there's a little tab inside of there. You push it and it pops out. I don't know why I didn't see that tab, but I didn't. Okay, we should be good to go on removing the whole dash or center console. Just pull it back. I've got the LEDs unplugged. Be careful with that. Let's put the AC back in its place, but not all the way in. Let's just set it in there to get it out of the way so it doesn't get scratched. So this is the tool. I have a scissor style too, but I wanted to use something that a lot of people will have access to. And so basically, well, this thing's too big to get in here. There you go. Just stick a little fork in there and pry very carefully. And knock the camera over. And we are loose. I'm going to go ahead and finish taking it out. Try to find somewhere. Okay guys, the center console is out. There really shouldn't be any reason to take the center console out unless you are having an issue with your shifter, or if you wanted to change out your trim. It's actually screwed in from underneath. But other than that, just be very careful. Make sure that all your wires are unplugged before you pull it out. And the cigarette lighter was the one that I found after I'd set y'all up. So that was just a cigarette lighter. Be sure to unplug it too. Be sure to get these LED wires. And as you got it out, check and see in here. Make sure that there is nothing that have fallen in there that could cause problems later on down the road. I'm going to go ahead, since I got it out, I'm going to go ahead and re-lubricate the shifter with some lithium grease. Alright guys, so that's it for today. If y'all have any questions, comments, concerns, please hit me up in the comment section. If you don't mind watching all these long videos that I've been making, please subscribe and I'll try to make more. As soon as the parts come in on my wife's Cadillac, I'm going to finish making a video for that. That's been a long endeavor, hard to get parts. Cadillac wants to sell the whole thing and it's very expensive, but looks like I'm going to be able to fix it for around $40. So just waiting for that part to come in. It's stuck in Pennsylvania. Keep saying it's going to be arriving the next day and it never does. May have to cancel that order and order another part from someone else. So anyways, that's it guys. Hopefully y'all liked that video. Hopefully it helps y'all. If y'all have any issues or having to take that center console out, I would just be very careful with all your stuff, all the wires. There's a lot of wires in there. It's more than your normal like American car. Anyway guys, have a good day.